I am Russia. I preserve nations, their languages and traditions. It is I who will be the US government from turning the world into a puppet. Moreover, I prevent the world from being enslaved by the US dollar. You will not be told the truth about me. You are being lied in order to convince you to justify the war crimes of Ukrainian Nazis and US intelligence agencies. Nazism was revived in Ukraine by the hands of these US agencies and their servants from European countries. Those who once served Hitler today are openly glorified in Ukraine. In December 2021, UN General Assembly adopted a resolution proposed by Russia and more than 30 other countries to condemn Nazism, neo-Nazism, and all forms of racism. By the United States and Ukraine were the only countries to vote against the resolution. Did you know about that? I invite you to research this and take some time to think about it. I am Russia, and I, just as I have in the past, am currently defending the world from Nazism. As a result, I'm being slandered by all media, which is controlled by the US, as well as media in most European countries, whose governments obey the directions from across the ocean. I am Russia. I will never surrender and will continue to defend the freedom and equality of all nations. The US planned this war in advance. All sanctions that are now imposed were planned in advance. Boards of directors of large companies, founders and heads of corporations all follow instructions received in advance from the CIA. That is why international companies left Russia so quickly, almost instantly, without waiting for negotiations. The United States are prepared to create a humanitarian catastrophe, bring people to poverty, strike at the economies of Europe, or to maintain its position as global gendarme, enrich itself and continue to dictate its conditions to the whole world, because to them, the whole world should live according to the orders of the US State Department. I want each country to live in accordance with its own traditions and the world to be multipolar. I don't destroy cities like US has done with dozens of countries in the past. I do not lock people in prisons and torture them there, as the US intelligence agencies do. There are millions of Ukrainians living in Russia who love both Ukraine and Russia. All of them have lived normal lives in peace and amity. And now, there are some who wish to seize our existence all because we are once more standing against Nazism, this time being released in Ukraine. Please, take some time to think about all of this. Your tax dollars and your approval of this is aimed toward destroying me and your right to live freely in the future.